What's going on, y'all? Child. First of all, housekeeping. I see you good Lord. See, this what happen when you don't eat right. Okay? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I see y'all seeing I said something about the marigolds. Let me say this. Let me explain. I'm gonna explain this one more time because I know I got a lot of new subscribers. I'm gonna be honest and start telling y'all some stuff I'm not gonna keep saying over and over again. You're gonna have to go look at the old videos. If you new, please go look at the old videos. I don't put out so much information on this channel. I don't know how many videos I have by now. I'm sure it's over 1,000. But y'all gonna have to go look at the old videos. But long story short, I ain't like some people that always grew marigolds. I did not always. I went years and years without growing marigolds. Like I tell y'all, I'm not a huge flower person. Your vegetables make flowers. You don't need flowers to, like when people be like, oh, you have to draw the pollinators. No, you don't. Your tomatoes make flowers. Your peppers make flowers. Your peas make flowers. I'll prove it in just a second. I'm out here early enough. I may catch some bees and things. You don't need flowers for that. Like, it's not like you need flowers so the buds can say, oh look. No, they gonna say, oh look anyway. Like, you don't need specifically stuff that, I mean, if you want to grow it, it's fine. But I just want people to stop saying that basically you need that kind of stuff. You don't need it. But I saw another, their channel is much bigger than mine, was vehement about growing marigolds. And I said, I'm gonna try these things. So I tried them. Now I had been noticed on their channel. Let me say this. Mockingbird. Me and this other YouTuber, we live 400 miles apart. Something like that. 300, 400 miles apart. Same growing zone. I noticed off top, they had white flies. They had spider mites. They had a lot of stuff that I never had in my garden. Never. But I didn't think nothing about it. I thought maybe that's just, just what it was. I grew the marigolds. I planted them in the spring. By the time they had been in the ground 2 months, I started seeing white flies. A little after that, I started seeing spider mites. These freaking cicadas. I'm not finna play with these bugs. Anyway. So when I noticed that, I said, I ain't never had. What did I do different? And it's only a few plants that I grew differently. Marigolds was one of them. Lavender was the other one. All the rest of the stuff I had, like, I've grown tomatoes before, just different varieties. I grow peppers, different varieties. Grow greens, different varieties. You get what I'm saying? So I knew it wasn't that. Then some say, no, really go do some research online. Really do your research. These people will tell you marigolds ward away pests. No, they don't. When you look at your marigolds, what's the main thing you see eating them? Feasting on them or getting the nectar out of them? Butterflies. So if you like me and you grow greens year round, which the YouTuber that I watched did not grow greens year round. She refused to grow greens in the summertime. I see why. Because she grow marigolds. You inviting the butterflies, you inviting them cabbage moths to sit up and eat all that nectar and get real good and strong to lay their babies all over your greens. And then, like I said, it wasn't even so much that for me, because you can spray BT for that. And BT will just about solve your problem, especially when you get to a point where you got droughts. Like here we have droughts, so I don't have to keep reapplying. I can go a month and not reapply. But now if you get a lot of rain, that's a different story. Every time it rains, you got to reapply. So I noticed that. I noticed how heavy my pest pressure was with the cabbage moths, and I noticed brand new pests. Spider mites and white flies. When I tell you, I immediately ripped that shit out of my garden. Immediately. I'm not playing these games. I don't need no extra pests. It's enough. How many more pests do you need? I'm not. Look, y'all plant what you want. Maybe white fly and spider mite don't be in your area like that. Where I'm at, they like that. And the marigolds draw 'em. And if you think I'm lying, don't type in marigold and like wards off pests or something. I forget what I typed in, but basically they was like, yeah, there's really no true scientific proof that they actually ward off anything. And I have seen it with my very own eyes that butterflies love them. Moths love them. They sit up down in them flowers. Y'all tell me if I'm lying if you grow marigolds. Don't you see butterflies all over? Where y'all think them butterflies lay their babies at? On your stuff? What y'all think them worms eating? Y'all think them worms just stay worm? No. They get up in a cocoon and pupate and turn into a butterfly or a moth. I'm not saying don't invite the butterflies to your garden. I'm just saying know what you're getting yourself into, which I've said that before. Because there's plenty of people that grow milkweed and everything else. And they want the butterflies in their garden, but those people know what they get themselves into. If that's not what you're trying to get yourself into, you need to think twice about that, don't you? You see what I'm saying? Sometimes have some forethought. Now, let me come over here and see if he's still over here. I don't see the thing. I had came over here earlier, y'all, and it was a praying mantis over here. Up there you go. The mantises. Y'all see him now? Wait a minute. I'm scared. I don't even want to zoom in. Can y'all see? Ooh. Ooh, don't move. Don't move. Ooh, he walking. He walking. Ooh, he looking over here. I'm good. I'm gone. Praying mantises are helpful in the garden. I'm not sure why they here. I don't hardly ever see praying mantises. It's got to be here eating something. Like praying mantises are predatory. I don't like them though. But hello, I'm not gonna hurt him. But he better not look at me. I can't stand them things. Ooh, Lord. Anyway, so what I want to come out here and talk to y'all about. First of all, I want to say this. Like for instance, this is motherland okra. So do not expect this pod to be real big, but this pod has been on here too long. I want to show y'all this. This is how you can tell if your okra is hard or not without pulling it off. So you see how I'm pressing on the tip. I don't know if y'all can tell. Y'all see my fingers is giving, but the tip ain't moving. That's because that sucker hard already. He hard already. I hope this one isn't hard. Show y'all. This one's hard too. See how I'm pressing, and really the okra ain't giving. See this one. Now this one, can y'all see that the tip is giving just a little bit? And then not only that, you can squeeze down lower. See how I can squeeze and squeeze that okra in? This one is, that one's straight. Now let me say this, y'all. I see so many people doing this, don't mind me while I eat my okra. My okra's only make it in the house. I see so many people doing this. Hold on, y'all. And by the way, when you see these seeds like this, don't even try to save them. They're not going to germinate. Okra seeds got to be, when you get okra seeds out the pack, what color are they? Black. I don't know one okra seed that's not a real dark gray or black. You have to let okra seed dry. Otherwise, you have to let them completely mature on the plant and dry. Otherwise, they're not going to be viable. Okay, y'all? But I see people do this all the time. Like this one here, it's hard. It's hard as a rock. You squeeze it, it don't give. Your tip don't give. I see people say, ooh, that okra too big. And they snap it off. Don't snap it off, y'all. Leave it. It's already too hard. You can't do nothing with it. You can't eat it unless you're going to open it up and get the seeds out. Now, you can open it up and get the seeds out and eat the seeds. The seeds are still tender. The seeds don't get tough. And some people do that. You can make a coffee substitute out of them seeds. You can roast them and brew them like coffee. But, oh, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But, y'all, when that okra is big and hard like that, leave it. It's not going to stop your okra from putting out more okra. Look, it's buds right there. You see that baby okra coming on? And it's some more buds. Don't pull it off. Leave it. That's your seeds. Leave them. Y'all quit pulling stuff off because you can't eat it. What you doing? Throwing it away? Composting? Leave it. Save it. That's your seeds. Sometimes we have to think. We can't just go out here and just be panicking and ripping off stuff. Another thing I want to mention to you all. Make sure you get all your harvest. I'm going to say this again. These leaves are edible. Okra's a survival plant, if you ask me. It'll grow in any kind of heat. Don't need a ton of water. It need water, but not a ton. Be eating these leaves. You can take the leaves off and wash them real good and saute them up like spinach. Season them. Those leaves have a lot of good nutrients in them too, including fiber. Okra's high in fiber. It's high in some other things too, but fiber is mostly what it's high in. They say you can wash your hair with these leaves too, but I ain't tried all that. I ain't saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying I ain't tried it. I'm so glad to see, and I want to say this. Can y'all see? Oh, the camera. Can y'all see the little roselle things making? Let me say this to all the people who I sent roselle seeds to, and y'all roselle is bigger and better than mine. Can y'all tell y'all roselle, tell this, because this is their cousins. Y'all growing and stuff, y'all stuff look better than my stuff. Can y'all tell, like I think Aisha is one of them, her roselle is huge. Can you tell? Get your roselle to tell my roselle to get on the good foot. But it is making the little, you see the little roselle things? It's making them. We got a rain the other night just out of nowhere. And I think that really, really helped the garden a lot, because I'm telling you, this stuff is struggling. Y'all see the amaranth is making seeds. The callaloo is not making seeds yet. I don't think I'm going to harvest callaloo again. Show y'all. Can y'all see that bee? I don't know if y'all see him flying up in there. That bee, them bees and wasps is all over these peas. All over. And that's why I said you don't necessarily need all them flowers. You can grow them if you want to. I don't know what that's them green. Okay, good Lord. Let me move. Thing flying around my head so it don't even make sense. I believe that's one of them cicadas. It'll make you cuss. But anyway, y'all see I got okra down here. The rain really made them take off. My melons is looking like something. The bees and stuff was on these watermelons out here. They're still on here. Let me see if I can catch this bee. See if I can catch him up here. I don't know exactly where it went. I just saw him go around to the front. There he is. See that? See that? Y'all know I ain't really got no flower. I ain't got no flowers that draw no pollinators like that. That's the more green iridescent things. I hate them bugs with a passion. I hate them. I'm gonna come in here. I've been wanting to harvest this one. Come in here and get that off. Y'all know how sometimes you hear buzzing and it sounds like a whole beehive. I'm trying to listen and pay attention, because these creatures will come out on you. But here go the fish peppers here. They steadily making blooms. This pepper here gonna do like it did last year. Steadily be making peppers. Steadily be making peppers. Just everywhere I fold this back. Peppers, 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 peppers. And blooms. This bloomed all the way into the fronds. Y'all see the callaloo coming back already. That's my seeds I'm letting dry out. I'm letting the sun dry them. These bell peppers, they done put some new peppers on. But I harvested a lot of peppers, but you can't even tell. And then the peas up here. Y'all see all them yellow ones? I need to get all them. It's wasps and everything up in here. And that's another thing. Know that your wasps pollinate. Like I said, I ain't saying you got to be in love with them. I ain't in love with them either. That look like a yellow jacket. That's a yellow and black looking. That look like a yellow jacket to me. I'm finna stand back. And let me say this. If you grow your peas and stuff like this, be careful. I don't know what it is about peas. My peas every year always have a ton of wasps pollinating. They're always right at those nodes. I don't know exactly what they're doing. I don't know if it's something to eat. I always have a lot of ladybugs on my peas, a lot of bees, because there's a bee way up there, but then there's a wasp up there too. I see more wasps than I see bees though, because just standing right here I see 1, 2, 3, 4 wasps, and I see 2 bees, I believe. 5, 6, I see some more wasps. Y'all can't really see them, but I can see them. But you can see the bees. And I don't know what it is, right at those little joints. Right at those little joints. It's not even a flower there. See, that's what I'm saying. We as humans don't even really know what all these bugs know what they doing. Oh, I see a bunch of bees. Show these bees up in here. But then I see them old yellow jacket looking thing, them things up there. Boy, I ain't finna be fooled with that there. Look at that. I ain't finna be fooled with you. Yeah, you gonna fly off, because you already know. But like I said, we don't know everything. And yeah, you can sit up and look up some stuff, but that stuff don't bother me. As long as I see them out here, it's making peas, ain't it? So you think I'm worried about it? Look at the bee, and then the bees and the wasps be fighting. I be seeing that too. Look at that, look at that, look at that. The wasps is running the bees off. See, y'all can't see this like how I can see it. Then I see ladybugs. But yeah, in the morning time, like I said, if you grow like this, be careful if you let your cowpeas turn into an absolute jungle like I do every year. It is a little harder to pick like this, and it is but I get a lot of peas though, so I don't trip too bad, cause I can show y'all the stack over there. I already shelled peas, but I still got a stack. Down here, these seasoning peppers, gangbusters. This is ají dulce. So ají means pepper. I just want to let y'all know that. And the ají peppers are peppers that come from, you know, South America, the Caribbean, stuff like that. Anytime I grow one of these peppers, I mean, they usually are so prolific. They got so many peppers on them. I don't know where this pepper come from. I don't know if this is a Caribbean pepper or not, but you see all the peppers. You see all the peppers, and I've harvested. I'm gonna come up in here. This is my arroz con pollo. And Natalie, if you see this, tell me your peppers got a little purple on them like that too. I have noticed with this pepper, which don't get me wrong, I thought I was watering this enough, but it could stand to be getting more water. And I think that's why it wasn't blooming as much. But this pepper here, I'm not going to just jump and say it's not productive yet. Because we got a real heavy rain the other day, and I'm going to keep watering this real heavy to see. But I'm not seeing a ton of peppers. I see some, but I don't see a lot. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, this is peppers all in here. And then y'all know the tomatoes waited. They almost a day late and $1 short. But y'all see them in there, and I'm trying to keep them watered, y'all, because a lot of your blossom end rot problems is uneven watering. People always say calcium. No, it is calcium, but it's a uneven watering that causes the calcium uptake to be uneven, and that's what causes your blossom end rot. A lot of times you got enough calcium in the soil, especially if you're using bone meal. You got more than enough calcium in the soil. You just ain't watering even enough for your stuff to take it up. Yeah, I don't have a ton of stuff to talk about. I'm just glad that that's finally putting on. Where we at? 17. We'll walk back here to the back and see how things are doing after. I'm talking about, y'all, I was sitting in my den and the TV was watching me. I wasn't watching it. I had done slipped off to sleep. And at about 11:30, 11:45, I said, what in the world? I woke up, I said, I know that's not thunder, because we didn't have any rain in the forecast. I know that's not thunder. Oh, yes it was. Opened that blind, I opened the curtain and looked out. Well, the skies opened up. I mean, it absolutely poured. So, this stuff needed it back here. I had been watering back here, but honestly, it's better if it just go head on and rain back here. I see like one tiny kumquat, but look at that. Because this thing had bloomed again. But I think a lot of the blooms, with the exception of maybe one or two, and then shoes, I'm tripping. I believe this sucker getting ready to bloom again. It look like it. Look like it's getting ready to bloom again. These tomatoes ain't done nothing. I did tomatoes in the shade before, and I one year I got something, but all the other years I didn't get anything. So I think I'm completely done with tomatoes in the shade. Check on my navel orange. This is what I want to bloom, but it's not. Y'all, this year it really just took time to put leaves on, because I'm telling you, this thing almost got killed 2 years in a row. The frost. And I'm trying to see, I'm looking back here at my Celeste. Let me show you this right quick. Y'all know I let the cabbage moths eat this up. Y'all see that proof in the pudding? Remember when I told y'all stuff will regenerate? Look. But when you let it regenerate, if you can, try to keep your pests off of it. It's kind of cooling off. I'm not saying that the worms won't go back and eat that again, but I'm going to try to do what I can do. I think a lot of these figs are honestly ready to go to bed. No, this ain't dead. I thought it was dead at first. It might have just dropped all its leaves because it was thirsty. Like I said, this year I've been terrible back here with my figs. My figs have dropped leaves 3 times. And once again, that's why I try to tell y'all. Sometimes, you know, let me say this. And maybe you'll think about it differently. Or maybe you can spread the word and tell somebody. See, this is neglect. Y'all, don't be so fast to give up on stuff. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. You stand around and give up on these plants super fast. You want to know and you probably don't even notice it in your life, because it took for me somebody to mention that to me. I used to be like that, give up on stuff real fast. When you do that stuff, you give up on people real fast, and some of you all are parents. That means you giving up on your children in one way or another. That's out of order. I'm just here to tell you, it's out of order. It's out of order. You give up on people when they make mistakes and stuff. Now, I'm not saying you should habitually allow somebody to abuse you. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying people make mistakes. So give stuff a chance. And sometimes it's not going to come in the time frame that you want it to come in. Sometimes they're not going to understand in the same time frame that you want them to understand in. So don't be so fast to give up on stuff. I want to tell y'all this. If you ain't got one of these Barbados cherries. Now, Lowe's had them this year. Look at this turmeric. Boy, this turmeric pretty as hell. And this was volunteer last year. I just never did pull it. I let the cold kill it, and it didn't come back, and it's just overshadowing everything. But y'all remember my little Lowe's Barbados cherries? Look how they doing. Look all this new growth after that rain. Look how they doing. They all over here. Look here. All of that. Remember them things were number 1, just a little something. Look how they done grow. Look at the guava. This is the one that I transplanted back. That's the one I overwintered. Look at my Lowe's guava. Look at that. Look at that. And I pinched this and made it branch. This is the other Lowe's guava. It is not doing quite as well, but it's doing okay. This one is a star. And then this is some milkweed. And I know I told y'all I don't. But this is also pleurisy root. So it's not just for the butterflies. I actually don't really even see butterflies back here too much. I hear something over here. Yeah, y'all got to pay attention too. When you start hearing stuff, move away from it if you can't see what it is. I can't see what that is. I don't think it's no snake, but it could be. We got little rat snakes around here. Rat snakes, they won't. I mean, they can bite you, but they ain't venomous. We got some other snakes that are venomous, but it's very rare to see venomous snakes around here. But I have seen rat snakes around here before. I don't know what's over there making noise. It could be anything. It could be a squirrel. It could be a frog. It could be anything. But I'm coming from over there because I'm not gonna play with Mother Nature today. But yeah, y'all. These are the peas. They still ain't made pea the damn first. See what I'm saying? I don't know if it's because of the shade or because they ain't got nothing to trellis up on. I see people growing peas on the ground though. So it can't be the trellising. It can't be that. They're grabbing onto each other. I don't know what it's going to take. But ask me, am I going to grow peas back there again? If I do, it's going to be for a cover crop just to put nitrogen in the soil so I can plant something else. Because I ain't going to be fooled with nothing that ain't producing. I ain't to be fooled with that. Let me see. Let me go back here and look at this little stuff. Let me tell you about these grow bags. The verdict is in on these grow bags. Grow bags, hot as it is here, no. And people told me when I did the grow bag video, people in the comments told me about that they need a lot of water. I think Aisha said she prefers to set hers in something, like a saucer or something that can contain the water. I agree with that. All my little collars. I ain't got time to be back here like that. All them little cuttings died. You think I care? I don't give a rat's behind. I got collars up there and I got seeds in yonder. You think I'm finna be worried about that? Not finna be worried about it. Really need to get those mulberries out of there. I got too many mulberries in one pot. And now that it's cool off some, which I wanted to tell y'all that we had about 2 weeks where it was 99 almost every day. A couple of days we got to 100. But then we got that rain the other night, and we're back to the low 90s. In the shade, it's 80s. So it's tolerable. Y'all see my figs Grow sent me? They so pretty. Those are LSU purples. So this is a pigeon pea. Let me tell you something about your pigeon pea. And this stuff, I'm convinced something going on. Because every time I come back here, all the water in my saucers is gone. It be a cat coming back here. I think he be drinking the water out of my saucers. Because it just rained the other night and I'm talking about pour it. It ought to be water in every one of these saucers. I don't see no water. I believe that cat back here drinking my water. I got to get me a fence. And I love cats and all, but it ain't here that the cat ain't nice. Anyway, oh, Lord have mercy. It's a fine line around here. It's a fine line. But anyway, let me see what this palm tree is doing over here. Getting wore down by a stick. Something done fell out these trees. And then this mess is over in the ground. I need to cut that out because that's a weed. Yeah, this is my jelly palm. It's my jelly palm. I'll take care of that. That's my wine sap. That will make little coconuts. Then these is pigeon peas. That look like it branched off or something. These are black gungo peas. I see what happened in here. I had a limb or something fall. So I got 2 or 3 black gungo peas. I'm going to try to overwinter them because I don't think I'm going to get no pigeon pea. Maybe if I had to put them in the ground. But I'm going to be honest and say I didn't know where to put them in. Stuff happened. Let me check this little stuff in the greenhouse. I know that cat had been in my greenhouse. It turned over a thing of soil. I got to get that soil up off the ground. Sweep that soil up. See that container there? Turned that clean over. That was up there. He probably tried to jump on that table and turn it over. Look at all that soil. I got to get that. But anyway, some of this stuff I ain't. Aisha, see, don't mind this. That's Wandering Jew. I'm probably finna pull that out of there. I was saving it as a cutting from somebody, but I ain't heard from him. Anyway, this is Barbados cherry too. This one and this one. And this one look a mess. It's regrowing the leaves. This is a beauty berry here. This is Cuban oregano, and this is the Vicks plant. And then this is Aisha's. This go to her. That one and that one. Girl, the pomegranate's gonna be so tall. Ain't gonna be but one little stem, but they'll be tall. They'll bush out though. I may clip the top out of them so when you get them there, go ahead and start bushing, or at least bush a little bit. The mulberries that I bought from Dan was back there in the back too, in that tire way back there in the back. I think the birds been eating my elderberry. I got some elderberry on here, but I think the birds been wearing them out. I didn't get my trellis built in enough time for them grapes to really get up on there like how I wanted. It's all right though. The grapes ain't dead. They there. They prefer to vine up on something. But these bananas is looking pretty good. Look at that ginger. That's all that ginger I planted. More turmeric. Y'all know I got turmeric in 2, 3, 4 places. I got that black turmeric too. This is longevity spinach. And then this is the Okinawa spinach, Aisha, that you sent me. It's done got a little bigger. I need the baby on it a little more. I had some pears that the squirrels got a hold of. They ate one side, and I threw them down so they could compost right in place. My homegirl sent me this here. I can't remember. She sent me 2 different things. She sent me like a Meyer lemon, and then she sent me calamondins too. And these things, y'all tell me, these things got some wicked thorns on them. Can y'all see that old long thorn? Is that the Meyer lemon or the calamondin? All of them don't have that. But then sometimes I think they got to get big enough. Because I see this one is starting to get them too. But these 2 out of nowhere just started taking off. Thank you to EM. See, let me say this. Sometimes when you watching a video, if somebody asks a question and you know the answer, or when you watch the video, try to pay attention and listen to what the people saying. I see people sometimes, and sometimes I really do believe that certain people get in the comment sections, because I see the same people doing it all the time in various comment sections. It's not people that watch my channel, so don't think I'm not talking about any of my viewers, but just pay close attention. You see certain people in comments all the time. You can tell they only watch 5 seconds of the video. They came to the video to watch 5 seconds, comment on something, and click off. Because some of these people are seasoned gardeners and content creators, and the person in the video asked the question, but you don't see them answering it. They let you know they didn't watch the video. They're trying to get views, because what people do is, if you're the first commenter, a lot of times when people go down to comment themselves, they see your comment first. So some people I believe, just sit on YouTube and wait for videos to come out so they can say, oh, beautiful garden, or have a nice day, or because they always leaving the same generic comments. Y'all notice that? If you made it this far, put in the comment and tell me if you noticed that on videos, because I noticed it all the damn time. And for quite frankly, it pisses me off. Because like I said, these people are content creators. I don't believe they really want to help anybody do anything productive in life. I think they want to sit in front of the camera. That's what I think. But that's neither here nor there. The squirrel got half of these sides of these pears. So y'all see these pears in here? There was pears that had hit the ground that the squirrels had ate or whatever. But I will say this. Okay, you a weed. We'll say this. Look like my little citrus. I got 2 citrus in here. It's liking this. But back to what I was saying. EM watches my videos. I don't think they comment all the time. Don't know if it's male, female, what. But they told me that these is 4 o'clocks. And I appreciate you for telling me that. Those seeds that I got a long time ago that I thought was jickamas, I was asking people, do anybody know what this is, blah, blah, blah. And I get it. Sometimes you don't know when it first come up. Hell, these things been flowering. Ain't nobody told me nothing. But I appreciate you, EM, for telling me that these are 4 o'clocks. Told me that they got some in their yard. That's a pepper there. That's a volunteer. I ain't planted that. See what that turned out to be. This 4 o'clock here. See, I had been snatching. I snatched some of them out because I was so dismayed, because they were supposed to be jickamas. But they 4 o'clocks. But y'all, I'm going to pull them out of there and plant them in front of the house, because EM say they get like bushes or whatever. I don't mind having them. I mean, I paid for them. It ain't what I thought I was getting, but I'll take it. I'll take it. But that being said, everything out here is looking pretty good. Trying to see if I got any flowers on this here. Look at this. Look at this here. This what you call me, growing so pretty. Look at all these big old pretty leaves back here. This is that butterfly pea that Clausen World sent me. Ain't it pretty, y'all? And a flower the first. This thing better come on. Clausen World said wait till later in the season. I'm trying to hold on, Clausen World. I ain't gonna pull it. You know me, I can't kill nothing no way. When I try to kill something, I can't kill it, and when I'm trying to keep it alive, I kill it. But we're gonna see what come of that. This is just not blooming. I think these are more either those sweet tarts or those snacking bell peppers, those little bell peppers from the store. I think that's what that is. I ain't 100% for sure. Look, this sucker blooming out here. These flowers that look like them sweet tart peppers. But I'll show y'all what I'm finna do. Come down here. All these leaves at the bottom of here. Snap all this little stuff off. Those big leaves at the bottom, they ain't doing nothing. And put the energy more into flowering. That one's flowering as well. These, I'm sure, waited late to flower because it's more shady back here. I see some flowers coming on in here too. The tomatoes ain't done nothing. Like I said, my tomatoes it's been struggle fest with my tomatoes all season anyway, but can't deny that turmeric though. Look at this one. And this is turmeric that I didn't harvest. Look how big and pretty. Ain't doing nothing to it. That's one of those, remember those totes I set up earlier? Long time ago, those composting totes. I ain't put nothing special in there. That sucker need some more soil in it. It's halfway down. So, the strawberries are still looking good. These are all the strawberries I got from Angela. See them all? This here I'm going to pull out. This is a type of amaranth. But this type I don't like. So I'm going to rip it out. I'm going to beat all my little soil off. And y'all tickle me when y'all be getting stuff out the garden and y'all don't be beating that soil off. When I tell y'all they run me ragged, y'all be taking the soil and throwing it to the side. I be in the house hollering. If y'all could hear how I watch YouTube, y'all would die laughing. Look, sucker still sending off runners. So these were all runners and kind of new plants. So I'm excited. Look at this, back blooming. I'm trying to be like Miss Cynthia. Miss Cynthia strawberries. Y'all ought to see all them strawberries, how thick they is on the ground. You know, one of these days I'm gonna be like Miss Cynthia when I grow up. I'm gonna try my best. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. This video been long enough. Till next time. See you guys later.